The only two famous Canadians are Linus and from LTT and Jordan Peterson. Oh, really?
What the hell was that?
Oh, yes. You heard of Jordan Peterson? Honestly, the name sounds familiar.
Where the hell did he go?
Yeah, the name sounds very familiar to me. But it's kind of hard to pinpoint, you know?
What the hell? I saw something.
Gone.
I think that's all the bastards.
Yeah.
Come on. We gotta get that box of dynamite. Must have been the same assholes who parted out the bikes. Right high to see ours. Figured they'd make an easy score.
I guess it wasn't as easy as they'd hoped.
You know, I hate to say it, but we actually make a good team, you and I.
Well, then don't say it.
Hey, there's something I gotta say. When you and Bruiser rode into camp and Iron Mike welcomed you back again with goddamn open arms, I thought it was another sign the old man was losing it. Going soft.
Okay, what's your point, Schizo?
My point is that you and me, we see eye to eye. I get that now. You know, same as me. If Iron Mike don't wake the hell up, the camp's not gonna last another 6 months.
Okay, still waiting for your point.
Look, I know I've been busting your balls. We both know that. But a lot of people know what you've done. For your friend. How you've been doing shit for the camp. Changes are coming, brother. When Iron Mike retires, let's call it, I say you and me, we step up and run the camp together.
You and me. Run the camp. That's really what you wanted to talk to
Hey,
me
hear
about.
me out, goddammit. Just listen to me a minute. Look, I got a lot of friends on the camp council, and they agree. Most of them say the old man's gotta go.
Yeah, that's bullshit because Ricky would never go for
Well, she's
this.
as soft as
And
the old
Mike
man, and you...
trusts you.
Well, that's his mistake. One of many.
Well, it ain't gonna be mine. Look, we all do things to survive, Schizo. I get that. You remember how I said there's some lines I ain't crossed? Stabbing a friend in the back? That's one of them.
Better one old man in the entire camp. You think about that.
Jesus, Schizo is definitely more than a cocksucker. He's an asshole. Like, all through and through. I honestly was starting to like him a bit now, but all of his intentions are selfish. I mean, sure, I do see that he's trying to protect the camp and his fellow camp members, but at what cost? You know? That's really douchey, the way he's going about it. Man. Yeah, it's very douchey.
Yeah, Schizo, think about that. Jesus, why would Iron Mike ever trust that asshole, let alone make him head of security?
Yeah, really though. He's a psychologist,
Lost
writer.
Lake Camp, come in.
He's a psychologist, writer, and teacher, and usually is found telling people to clean their rooms. Oh wow.
Deacon
That's actually
St. John
kinda
to
cool.
Iron Mike.
Deke, you and Schizo, you find them? The explosives?
Yeah, Mike, we got him. Schizo's on his way back with everything that we found. Listen, Mike, I gotta tell you.
That's great. That's great! Now, we can't use them till we find some dead cord. You know that, right? I'll take a look through the files we got.
Mike, listen to me. Schizo, he's,
Jesus, what now? You boys try and shoot your damn heads off again?
No, Mike, but he wants to run the camp, Mike. He told me him...
Oh, hell, I know all about that. Remember, I told you already. Schizo thinks I'm a pacifist. I'm gonna get us all killed. I know he's been talking.
Mike!
Deke, like I said, Schizo's got his issues, but it's not like we don't got ours. Thanks for your concern, but I can take care of myself. Mike, out.
Jesus, all right. Have your way out here, Mike. You always do.
The fuck?
Boozer, you there?
Just got off work. I got to spend the morning hauling buckets of shit.
Jesus, goddamn Schizo.
What are you doing? Still out there chasing Nero? Playing follow the chopper?
Yeah.
What happened to Sarah?
No. I didn't.
How long you gonna let him keep stringing you along?
He's not. He's looking into it. It takes time.
Just don't get your hopes up. That's what you're saying. Al?
Deer crossing. Wow, that's not too smart, even without the traffic.
How's the bike riding looking now?
Deacon, can you stop by?
Oh, let me guess. You got a job for me. Yeah. Okay. St. John out. Shit, someone needs help.
The fuck? I'm so tired. Getting shot by a cocksucking sniper in that fucking tree.
This is Radio Free Oregon. The
Looks good.
truth
Oh,
shall
awesome.
set you free. Today, I want to talk about drugs. Now, I don't much care for them. They keep you numb, unreliable, and silent. In 1996, the CIA was accused of dealing cocaine in Central America. Used it to help them control the masses. And the Fed's sticky fingers on a slice of the global pie. Once they figured out how well that shit worked, well, they decided to set their sights here at home. Make drug addicts of us good old American taxpayers. They brought cocaine up from South America by the plane load. Barrels of the stuff got us hooked on it. Kept us complacent. Kept us high. Kept us under the heel of their rich boots. And oh,
But no, that's good.
did
Glad
they
it looks
get
better
profit
now.
from our misery.
And like I say,
The
oh,
feds
hold on.
made millions to fund their secret operations, all while destroying the very heart and soul of this good country. But thankfully, at last, all that is in the past. At least, for my people. Stay sober, people. Stay alive. This is Mark Copeland for Radio Free Oregon. Don't believe the lies.
Yeah, you ever lose an arm, Cope? Maybe when you do, you'll find yourself wanting a bottle of whiskey, or 2, or 3. In the meantime, shut the hell up. Hey, how many drifters you guys murdered today, huh? Yeah, I can tell by looking at you.
But yeah, like I say, it sucks that I did have to turn the settings down, because, I mean, like I say, I shouldn't have had to, but in order for the stream quality to be better,
out here. I know where there's a camp.
it's worth it, I guess. And it's not like it doesn't look pretty still, like, even on the settings I have them on now, the game still looks beautiful as all hell.
Head to Lost Lake. Ask for Ricky Patel. She'll take you in.
I was done for.
I do now, my OBS is running better.
You know?
Well, the preview on OBS is running better.
Oh, man.
Tell him it was
My
me.
game itself,
It's
like
St.
what I'm
John.
looking at,
Just
what
keep
I'm
running, stay off the road.
what I'm seeing on my main screen, it was running well anyway, but it's running a lot better on my OBS preview. So with that in mind, it's definitely going to be running better on stream, and also from what you've said too, so that's good.
Hey, someone's at the gate. Open it up. He's okay.
Where's Boozer?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I thought
Look less detailed.
Yeah, he was. And
I'm
then
gonna be honest with you. It actually almost looks about the same. Like, the game doesn't look potato-y, I guess is the word I would use. It looks like I still have everything on the highest settings that I did have them on. It still looks beautiful like I have them on max settings, which I don't, because you've seen me switch them down just for the stream quality. It still looks beautiful to me, so I'm pretty impressed, even for like slightly low settings. Still looks beautiful.
he took off. Some shit.
These guys, what the fuck are you telling me?
Get off me! Look, he grabbed a bottle of whiskey. He said he was going home. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Motherfucker, and you didn't even try to stop him, did you?
Hey, we tried. You gotta know when to cut a man loose. You gotta know when a man's done.
Well, I wasn't interested in this game because of the zombies, but there are barely any zombies. Yeah, that's actually, now that you mention that, I never really took the time to notice, but yeah, this game doesn't really overwhelm the player with zombies in the open world. Like, there are zombies, but they're not like everywhere you look. I just realized that. You brought up a really good point. Huh, the first open world zombie game that doesn't overwhelm the player with the number of zombies everywhere they look. The only time you really get overwhelmed is when you come across a horde, but that's also very rare too. And you also just gotta know what times to go out at as well. I mean, you can also fight a horde, but for me, I suck at fighting them, so I try to avoid them as best as I can. Until I actually have to do it, I'm not gonna go to my way to find trouble. In manner of speaking. But, yeah.
Hello. Hey, Deke. Can I ask you something?
Could I stop you, Blair? Could I?
No. I heard there was a big fight between Skizzo and Iron Mike. What's going on? Do you know? I mean, I hear things like Skizzo wants to take over the camp. That's messed up.
Just, look, don't believe everything you hear, okay? You'll stay sane that way.
Okay.
See you around.
So yeah, that's the only mission we've got right now, but I am gonna go fill up, or I'm gonna, like, kinda do my bike.
I'm gonna need my bike.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Never mind, I guess I can't. Why are you not good at fighting hordes? I don't know, I don't know the right technique to fight them.
Got a problem.
Ricky, you there?
I've looked at guides, and the guides tell me that when you find Nero checkpoints, and you upgrade either your health, your stamina, or your focus, they always say that stamina is your top choice that you need to continue to upgrade. I mean, off and on here you could upgrade your health, but for me, I was doing that for a while, and I still found myself getting my ass kicked by hordes. So I just kind of steer clear if I can. And not only that, but I mean, like I say, I think having better weapons is a big factor in it too. Which, obviously, I've got somewhat good weapons, but...
Boozer went out, but he didn't come back.
I don't know, like... Once I know that I can fight them no problem, I probably will give it a little more of a chance, but until then, I'm just steering clear. I'm not going on my way and fighting hordes. I'm just... If I have to for a mission and there's no other choice, then obviously that's something I'm gonna do, but if I can avoid them, I'm gonna.
Shit. You heading up there?
Just until maybe. What's your difficulty? I'm only playing on normal. At least I think. Where do I go for that? Gameplay. Yep, just playing on normal. Bike steering sensitivity. That wasn't here before. That must have come with one of the updates. Huh. Awesome. Yeah, it's I think it's all about, like, knowing how to fully, like, maneuver the hordes, you know? which is something I still have to learn. So I don't know. I think when it comes down to it, it's just a big learning curve for me. But also at the same time, I really don't see the point in avoiding, because we've got a whole like set of storylines we can do that have great characters, great stories. I'm all for that. But like I say, if I have to fight a horde, I'll do it, because obviously there's no other choice. But if I have a choice in the matter, I'm not going to do it. Unless, like I said, if I have better weapons and I have the, I guess, a little more of a grasp on how I fight a horde properly, then I'll give it another shot. Have you ever run out of bullets? A couple times, but it wasn't in every single horde fight I've been in. It was only like a couple times at least, so it wasn't too bad.
Well, I'll find him.
But like I say, I think it's all just coming down to
Boozer, you there? Booze man.
just good stuff, I guess.
Yeah, Deke.
Good quality stuff.
Yeah, Deke. Oh, I'm here.
Where the hell are you? It's getting dark out.
Where? I'm at the farm. I'm at the farm.
Jesus, stay there. I'm coming to get you.
Just there. I got it. Piece of cake. I'm at the farm. Oh my God.
God, he's really drunk. Has the same settings as Far Cry 5? What do you mean, like, in terms of what kind of settings?
Alright, here's the farm. This is where Ricky said the work crew was. Boozer!
Oh, setting. Oh, never mind. Sorry, ignore what I asked you. I completely read your comment wrong. The game has the same setting as Far Cry 5. No. Far Cry 5 took place in the trees. Ah, yes. Well, the trees definitely look familiar, yes. But Far Cry 5 took place in Montana. And this game takes place in Oregon. Unless that's the... Nah.
You there? Booze man!
Nah, this doesn't all look
Okay,
like
here's the farm.
Montana. Anyway.
Hey, where's Boozer?
But it does look very similar.
Nah, there's no one here. Work crew's
Somewhat.
gone home for the day.
No, he's still here. The big guy with one arm.
Yeah, I know who you mean. He headed off that way, towards the old farmhouse. Thought he was getting a ride there.
If you see him, tell him to stay here. Radio me or Ricky.
Sure, man. Whatever.
Oh, man. By the way, speaking of Far Cry 5, were you one of the few players that actually really enjoyed Far Cry 5? Because I actually had a blast with Far Cry 5. I don't care what anybody says. Far Cry 5 was a fucking awesome experience for me anyway. And I'm really excited for Far Cry 6, which I actually have Far Cry 6 pre-ordered. I had it pre-ordered since last summer when it got announced.
Boozer! You there? Booze man! Where the hell are you, Booze man?
I know, right? Centric was amazing.
A bottle of whiskey. Where would he go to drink a bottle of whiskey? One of these farmhouses?
Well, definitely that one. Looks a little obvious over here.
Scrap.
Kind of fell in love with Faith. You know what? You're not the only one. I did as well.
This has gotta
Her
be
model
it.
was actually really attractive. I don't care how weird that sounds, man. It's true. Her character model is really attractive. I especially really enjoyed Far Cry New Dawn. I don't know if you played that, but New Dawn was a blast as well.
Boozer, are you in here?
Really enjoyed it.
This looks like it. Good book to read.
Whiskey bottle, empty.
Wait a second. Case of beer?
Oh, come on. Oh, no. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, we got a screamer. Oh, great, we have a new enemy type. New Dawn because of the level scaling. Really? I really like that. I love the whole RPG aspect. And that's the thing that I'm really not too certain of, is like, a lot of people, especially for the newer Assassin's Creed games, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, all three of which are different, yes. They're a completely different take, or not take, yeah, I guess take, but they're just completely different in all the ways, you know? Sure, the older Assassin's Creed games were great. But honestly, I don't see the issue with the Assassin's Creed games taking a turn into the RPG style games, you know? Personally, I love the fact that they made a change like that. I love the RPG style of it. It just, I don't know, it just seems like it's more fitting for the Assassin's Creed games. And even Far Cry. Like, I loved the RPG style. I only played Far Cry 5 with pistols giving hit. Nice. Nice. I even played all 3 DLCs for Far Cry 5. I really actually liked all 3. My favorite one was Mars. Can't remember the name of it though. Even the zombie one was pretty fun too. But yeah. It kind of saddens me though that a lot of players don't like the whole different take, like the turn away, like the fact that Ubisoft turned away from the old style of their games. Like I say, change isn't bad. The fact that they've done something completely different with Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, it's lovely, you know? Assassin's Creed RPG style, fantastic. Love it. Far Cry RPG style, love it. For honestly, like I say, for those two game series, the RPG elements work. They work really well. And also with Far Cry 6, it looks like that they're kind of also, they're not like fully doing, or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. From what I've seen, they're not doing a full like RPG element thing. Like, there are going to be some RPG elements, obviously, but I don't think they're doing level scaling, but we don't know that for sure. Even if they do, I'm fine with that. I don't know, I'm just a big sucker for RPGs. Oh god.
Jesus.
Uh-oh, please move, please. Come on, man. Having to replace the gun because I've got a new one with a higher level seems fake. Yeah, but that's also the point of RPG games too, right? Like you, like for gear level, for example, if your gear is, if you have a piece of gear that's better than what you've currently got, then you know, for RPG games, it makes sense to replace it with something better. Same with weapons, right? If you have something better than your current thing, you can replace it. Oh, like, where did you come from, bud? I was looking all around for you. But also, like in some RPG games, if you have a piece of gear or you have a weapon that you are in love with and you don't want to get rid of it, in those RPG games you can upgrade them, which I think New Dawn had an upgrade thing. Like if you had a weapon you liked I think you could upgrade it, but I can't really remember because I only played it once, and that was like a year or two ago. So we have a screamer now. We have a new enemy type.
Okay, let's take a look around.
It's funny too, because the fact that the screamer... Oh, and it's humming. It's funny because the fact that that this screamer is a female... It's kind of a little cliche, because there's a lot of female zombies in a lot of zombie games that are actually screamers. Which I don't get why they always choose the female to be the screamer. It's a little weird. I mean, I get it. Why change a formula, right? I prefer what they did in Primal. Same weapons, then you can upgrade them and it's optional. Yes. Now, yeah, that I also liked as well. That was really nice. Really nice with the way that they did that, right? But like I say, there's also really no issue with how they did New Dawn or how they're doing the new Assassin's Creed games. It just means more. I don't know. It just means more things to do, I guess. But like I said, I'm a huge sucker for RPG style games, and I like doing that kind of thing. I don't know. I find that there's tons of reward for it when you do it. You know, when you do that kind of thing, there's a lot of reward to be had. I love it. Where the hell did Boozer go? Oh, right, we're looking in here. Ah, look at that, a med kit. Finally, I have another med kit.
No, it's back that way.
But I actually really enjoyed Primal. I played that 2 or 3 times, I think. Primal was great. I think I've actually played all of the Far Cry... Actually, yeah, I've played and I own all the Far Cry games. Same with the Assassin's Creed games. I've played and own all of them. Maybe something over here? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Okay, let's see. What's going on?
My favorite Far Cry game. Oh, that's tough.
Heading that way.
That's actually really tough. Because I really enjoyed Far Cry 2, but I also really enjoyed Far Cry 3. And I also really enjoyed Blood Dragon.
You said you were at the
Far
farm.
Cry 4, Far Cry 5, and New Dawn. I don't know. I think I have to go with Far Cry New Dawn just because it's like it's a completely different experience and take on the Far Cry series because of the heavy RPG elements that they added. And just the fact that the game itself was just... It was cool the way they did all the makeshift weapons, you create your own weapons, and the weapons were just cool and unique and different in their own way. And even like the enemies and the creatures were all mutated. Well, not the enemies, but like the creatures were mutated and really cool looking. I think, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved all the other Far Cry games. Not so much 1, though. I own 1, I played it, didn't finish it, I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Far Cry 1. I know, like, it was good, but I just wasn't a huge fan of it. But Far Cry 2, 3, Blood Dragon, 4, and 5, definitely ones that I really liked. But what about the main antagonists in New Dawn? Not gonna lie, they weren't that bad. I mean, they were... I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about them. Like, I liked them as main villains, but at the same time, I feel like that they could have made the characters a little slightly better.
The farm, Boozer.
Wait. Oh, the other farm. I went to the other farm.